And our Jared Greenberg is in the bubble covering the finals for NBA TV with our NBA champion, Steve Smith, neither of which had to unpack bags or rebook flights after Friday night, I have been told. But, guys, it looks like the Lakers have made a lineup change, huh?
That is correct. We will get to the Anthony Davis story here in a moment. But, Kristen, the breaking news, as first reported by Shams Charania of the Athletic and Stadium Smitty, is that Alex Caruso is going to enter the starting lineup for the first time in the playoffs. The guard will replace Dwight Howard. Clearly, Frank Vogel sizing down. Before we get to the strategic angle of this, what does this mean? What does this signal to both the Lakers and the Heat that such a significant lineup change is being made with Caruso going in the first five?
Well, for me, it just signals, I'm throwing out all the X's and O's, is LeBron James is saying, I'm guarding Jimmy Butler. And it might not go that way. It might be Anthony Davis, but that's what it signals to me. I've been around this game a long time. You're going to go that small with Alex Caruso. I have nothing against Alex Caruso, but when you go that small, that tells me LeBron James is guarding Jimmy Butler. Not that LeBron James can't guard Bam, and Anthony Davis on Jimmy Butler, but you're saying to me, LeBron James wants to guard Jimmy Butler at some point of the game. But I really think at the start of this game, LeBron is saying, I want this matchup on both ends, and let's see who's going to win it.
You just have to wonder, though, if the Heat look at this and say, they're panicking.
Well, I think the Heat look at this is everybody has counted them out. No one thought before, even before the pandemic, we had a break that the Heat would be in the finals. You start to question and look around and say, hey, I know around the second round, I say Heat going to the finals. I got a chance to say that on Game Time. The reason why is they're tough. They're well prepared. They play a brand of basketball. It's just not high pick and rolls. It's five guys moving. And then also, they're the most conditioned team in this bubble, and this atmosphere is for them. If you were talking about the Lakers playing the Heat, you're flying from Miami back to L.A., for their young guys that haven't been through this. To me, this goes into like this young guys, this is youth basketball. They're used to this. There's no crowd. There's no flying around. There's not that many distractions for these young guys.
So let's get into the X's and O's of this. What does Caruso, you obviously said the matchups here, but what does this do for this game in terms of the Lakers going small?
I think for them is they want to get out in transition. I mean, they got back to it last game, but they lost that game, and they want to play faster. They want to look and say, we want to play downhill. We're going to have 3 or 4 guys trying to play downhill, and that's what it looks at for me from an X's and O's standpoint offensively for the Lakers. But on the defensive end, I'm going to go back. I can't wait to see the start of this game. It is saying LeBron James saying, hey, Jimmy, it's me versus you throughout this entire game, and that's what we want to see.
It'll be interesting because in this matchup, LeBron either now has to guard Jimmy or he has to guard Bam Adebayo. Do the Heat try and get LeBron James into foul trouble?
Well, I think Jimmy Butler plays this game. I mean, I look at what he's been doing. He's been playing downhill. He's averaging, I think, 23 drives, 25 drives a game since game 1. The next closest guy is LeBron at only at 11. So Jimmy Butler's mindset has to stay the same. We all understand LeBron James is a great player, but one-on-one, if he's got his way a little bit in that last game against Anthony Davis, he figured it out. He's not going to change. He's going to still play downhill, and they're going to still have motion.
Real quick, any concern about the heel for Anthony Davis?
I hope not. I hope, I'm not a doctor. I hope he's okay because I can tell you one thing. If you're the Miami Heat, you really don't care. If he steps on that court, he's 100%.
Right. All right. Well, we'll have much more coming up here from Orlando. I'll have a chat with both Frank Vogel and Eric Spoelstra. Smitty will continue to break down ahead of this Game 6 as we send it back to Atlanta and Kristen Lello.
Thanks, guys.